tight. Guard the doors both day and night. Passwords strong like shields of gold. Love and wisdom shared in bold. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Fishing lines in waters deep. Don't let them pull what you keep. Links they shine, but traps they weave. Trust your heart, don't be deceived. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Every click we take, be wise.
Welcome back to Family Cyber Tips Daily. Today, we dive into a world our kids love, and that is gaming. But behind the fun and the excitement, there are risks parents and caregivers simply can't afford to ignore anymore. Gaming isn't just about controllers and cute graphics anymore. It's a multi-billion-dollar world evolving faster than most parents realize. And today's trends could seriously impact your child's mental health, safety, and even their identity. So we're going to look at the latest gaming trends, okay? We'll start with trend one, a cross-platform gaming or cross-platform gaming. Kids can play across consoles, phones, and computers, making it harder for parents like you and I to monitor. And that can't be a good thing because we've got to shade our kids, okay? We've got to shade them, and that's a non-negotiable, all right? So that will be our trend one. The second trend would be NFT-based gaming and microtransactions. Kids are spending real money. This is not bobo money or fake money. This is real money. And most times it's not your money. Rather, it's not their money. It's your money for in-game assets, that may vanish tomorrow. And that's crazy just to think about it. You mean well when you buy these consoles. Well, do you? Well, okay. You mean well when you buy these consoles for your young ones. And most times in their excitement and you don't want to kill their fun, as they're setting it up, they will be, oh, give us your card details, for in case it is, and you not willing to spoil their fun, you just hand the card over. And it's these NFT-based gaming and microtransactions that make that, move a very bad move, all right? So that will be our trend two, or our second trend. The third trend will be live streaming, gaming, and esports. Your child could be broadcasting live to strangers around the world without even realizing the risks. Again, a no-brainer. You must not allow this, okay? Find out how to, nail this down and make sure you're not exposing the family because you want your child to be online gaming. That's really careless, okay? So because we don't want you to do that, we don't want you to be careless, we're giving you that information so that you can be wise, okay? A fourth trend, and this is, or rather it shouldn't come as a surprise, AI-powered opponents and chatbots. Some games now use AI to simulate players, making it incredibly harder to tell who's real and who's not. And when you allow these young ones on these gaming platforms, you need to know who they're playing, or at least you need them to know who they're playing with. Strangers can't be a good thing, or AI for that matter, because you can't know, like I've mentioned. It's, yeah, very cryptic, and we don't want that, okay? So let's look at another section that should also shed some light, okay? And that would be the hidden risks behind these trends. What risks are our kids exposed to with the trends on gaming platforms, especially the online? The first will be gaming addiction. Now, most parents dismiss this. He's just having fun. She's just having fun. You know, but most of these games are designed to keep kids hooked for hours. I won't be able to tell you because I don't game, but I do see the impact gaming can have. And it's not across all games, but there's some games that are just designed to get your young ones hooked. Okay? You have financial exploitation. The gamers will know loot boxes, in-game purchases. These can be used to exploit the young one. You know, you flag them, tease them with goodies. And the kid, in being hooked, really feel they're going to be, out of fashion, outmodish if they don't, purchase the things that are trending. And it's you that it comes back to, okay? Because most kids I know in the age brackets between 5 and I believe 15 don't have money. And if they do, bless them, but they don't have money. It's always mom's money, dad's money. And the rogue knows that, and hence the reason why they look to exploit the financial bonanza or opportunity the gaming trend is, providing. Another risk will be exposure to predators, through voice chat and live streaming. The predators and the internet rogues, they frequent these places with a keen desire to exploit, okay? And bite when they see kids who don't have a clue, all right? And they do this via voice chats and live streams or live streaming, okay? Identity risks, ones that are called blockchain-based gaming, where your data is exposed. Again, a big risk that you don't really want to, have your young one exposed to. These are very, very important to acknowledge. And they're often hidden risks. They're not right in your face. They're hidden, behind the scenes. And your kids get exposed to them, okay? Hence the reason why we're sharing them, okay? Because we want you to have a sound mind whilst they are gaming and playing and having their fun, okay? So, as we do, we always want to know what parents and caregivers, can do to avoid the risk that we've just shared, okay? One that is dominant on this platform is communication. Talk regularly with your young ones about what games they play and why they love them. It's not out of bounds to ask your kid those questions, because we love our kids. And with the risk I've just shared with you, why wouldn't you want to know why your young ones gravitate to the games they do? Find out the information and, get level with them, understand exactly why they do what they do, okay? And whilst you're at it, set healthy boundaries. We talked about gaming addiction. If there are no boundaries, this gets bad very quickly. Set time limits, spending limits. I don't know whether they have pay-as-you-go credit cards. Maybe they do, or debit cards. If you must, put them on a card or use a card that you can control, so that you never have to worry about all the money going. If you set limits that only £5 can be spent in the week, I don't know whether cats are allowed to do that, but I just feel that you can, then no matter what they do, they won't go above the £5. Okay? And that's it. So you hold down or prevent the in-game purchases that will hit your pocket really bad. All right? So set healthy boundaries, spending limits, time limits, private game modes so that you're not exposing your young one to unnecessary traffic or to strangers. Another thing that you can do as a caregiver and as a parent is stay curious. This I didn't do too well. Many will argue that I'm too serious, but hey, it was just, I like creating, okay? And generally don't like consuming digital stuff. So I feel it's a waste of my time, that I can do better doing other things. Of course, all work and no play and all that. So I'm not, suggesting or mandating that you don't have a timeout and learn how to play games. There's a place for it. And I applaud those parents who can make the time. Hence the reason why I am suggesting that it's something you can do as a parent, okay? So stay curious, play the games with them together, so that you can see the environment firsthand. I can't say so much about how dodgy the platforms are. All I'm going by is what I've researched. But as a hands-on parent or a parent that gets engaged and plays, these games with their kids, you will see and know the environment firsthand. So I don't have to be a gamer to be able to give you advice, okay? Because we're talking tech. Use parental controls. And this is, as you know, an add-on. It's not the be-all and end-all. And so you don't have to, you shouldn't rely on them as your only safety net. It complements all the other things that I've mentioned already. A last point that I will want to share on this would be to teach your young ones digital discernment, okay? Just because these games are trendy doesn't mean that they're safe, all right? So if they're digitally discerning, they'll be able to, get by safely and wisely, okay? Folks, it's not very easy. And I am actually alarmed that there's so much that we can share on stuff that our young ones get on or get up to on the internet. There's so much, and I want you to understand that whilst these things are evolving, we are also evolving on the platform so that we can capture the information and share the risks, what you can do to, get to grips with all this. Gaming can absolutely be a joyful and creative outlet, okay? It really can. But without wisdom, it can quickly become a hidden danger. As parents and caregivers, staying one step ahead isn't optional anymore. Really, it's love in action, okay? Stay tuned tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more family cyber tips, family first tech wisdom and every other thing that comes on the day. I really did want to share something about the video the broadcast that we have tomorrow, but I'll let it unravel on its own. I've been your host, Lawrence Edem. Until tomorrow, as I mentioned, 6 p.m. God bless and goodbye.